Hello everyone, Dia here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're doing fantastic and fabulous today. Planetside 2 is the game that has had my attention for years. I'm talking about since 2012 when I had a crappy computer and I was just looking for a game that my crappy computer could play. A Toshiba satellite. It was one of those crazy days. And I would say there's just something special about this game that makes it so unique and so amazing. Even in a world where we have all these battle royales popping up left and right, and you have all these different military and hero shooters out there, Titanfall 2 is still relevant. For a game that came out in 2012, it still finds its way to stay strong and hold on to its player base. This game finds a way to also create accommodation for if you're a hardcore player, if you're a tactical player who likes to take your pace, if you like to play support roles in game. This game finds a way to create a role and an avenue for you. It's also very relaxing and intense at the same time. I don't know if anybody will understand what I mean by that. You can play this game and just chill, or you can just go all crazy and insane with this game, and that is one of the things that is so special about it. Regardless of what mood I'm in, I'm able to jump into it and play however I feel at that time. In the Planetside 2, you are basically defending an entire planet. You're fighting for the control of different zones, which are basically located on continents. At least, that is how the lore is. Now, when you begin the game, you will select a faction in the character creation screen, and then once you do this, you will represent your faction on the battlefield for an unending battle for territory. There are all sorts of weapons and military vehicles that you could ever think of, and the great thing about this game is that you can basically play whatever role you want to play on this battlefield. The game doesn't stop you from doing any of those things, and if you're thinking about endgame, well, it kind of has no endgame and has an endgame at the same time. Its endgame is basically when maybe two factions have major control of a particular continent, or when you're in one of those choke points where you're trying to take control of those points. That is what the end game is. You can deploy on different posts across the continent as you fight for everything, and it is just intense and it is amazing at the same time. Now, while you're doing all this, you can also level up and rank up, and we're talking about, the military ranks and all that kind of stuff. And the closest way to describing this game will be Armor 3 meets Battlefield, but in a futuristic setting. And this is one of the things that makes this game really interesting, and it also has a massive player size on every single server. Now, if you've never heard of this game before, well, get ready to be amazed. When I say server, that means in every single match, an unending match, there is more than 1,000 people in there. Like, this is how crazy it is. Sometimes there's just 500 people supporting one faction and maybe 1,000 supporting another faction. It is just crazy how powerful these battles are, and it is just chaotic all across the place. It feels like an actual battle, and this is basically what tells you the scale of this game. In fact, this game even won Guinness World Record for its amazing player base. The fact that you're able to have more than 1,000 people. I think they won the record for 1,100 and something a few years ago, maybe in 2015 or so. So they had more than 1,000 people playing on the same match in the same instance, which is basically the same server. And that is what is so special about this game. Though they recently announced Planetside Arena, I've looked into it. I'm not really 100% sold on Arena yet because there is so much that I still need to know about Planetside Arena. However, I really hope that it capitalizes on the special things about Planetside 2. Right now, I decided to jump back into the game to have some fun and just have to say this game is just incredible. The rush that it brings to you is just unreal. I still had it on my Steam. I hop in maybe once a month, once every 2 months. However, I decided, you know what? Let's see what is going on in this game. And I have to say, it felt like I never left. It can take you a while to learn some things or get back into the groove of this game. If you're a new player, the new player experience can seem a little brutal for the first maybe 30 minutes to an hour. But once you get a hang of it, you will feel like you've been a part of this for a long time. You feel like you're part of a brotherhood or sisterhood or some kind of a family. And that is one of the really cool things about it. But yeah, Planetside 2 is free to play on Steam if you guys want to check it out. You know, you don't have to spend money. I would encourage you not to spend anything on premium currency or anything like that. Just go ahead and play the free game, enjoy it, see how you feel about it. It's going to take a lot of tactics. Don't just run out there and gun, you will get destroyed. You have to take your time with this game. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's DA signing out. I'll see you in the next one.